Now, 2022 was quite a year in politics. ABC's Karen Travers takes a look back.
Inflation, abortion, and Russia were the top political issues in 2022. In January, Justice Stephen Breyer announcing he would retire from the Supreme Court. 3 months later, President Biden's nominee, Ketanji Brown Jackson, confirmed by the Senate, the first black woman to serve on the nation's highest court. Russia's war in Ukraine was the top issue for President Biden's foreign policy agenda. The president rallying allies to send financial and military assistance to Ukraine and punish Russia and Vladimir Putin with harsh economic sanctions.
He did what he did because he thought he could split NATO, split Europe, and split the United States. We're going to demonstrate to the whole world, no one can split this country.
Two notable mass shootings in May horrified the nation. 10 black people killed at a Buffalo supermarket, and 19 children and 2 adults killed at Robb Elementary in Uvalde, Texas.
A plague of gun violence that has taken over this country.
The brutal killings pushed Congress to pass significant gun safety legislation for the first time in nearly 30 years.
I do see this as a breakthrough. The bill in and of itself is going to save thousands of lives. I have no doubt about that.
After more than a year and a half of negotiations, President Biden in August signing into law the Inflation Reduction Act, a sweeping nearly $740 billion climate, health, and tax bill. It includes $369 billion in investments in climate and clean energy programs.
The biggest, most important climate bill in the history of our country.
The special committee investigating the January 6th attack on the Capitol holding 10 hearings. The committee concluded former President Trump committed multiple crimes, referring 4 to the Justice Department for possible prosecution. The U.S. shifted away from many COVID restrictions, but in July, President Biden himself tested positive for the virus.
Going to be working from home for the next couple of days. And feeling fine. Everything's good.
Federal agents raiding former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago club in Florida in August.
The shameful raid and break-in of my home, Mar-a-Lago, was a travesty of justice.
Despite facing multiple investigations, Mr. Trump announcing in November he's again running for president. Republicans took control of the House in the midterm elections, though with a very slim majority after a better-than-expected showing by Democrats on election night.
While the press and the pundits are predicting a giant red wave, it didn't happen.
After inflation, abortion was a top issue for voters in the midterms, a response to the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade in June. Since then, at least 13 states have stopped nearly all abortion services. And before the end of the year, President Biden signing into law the bipartisan Respect for Marriage Act that ensures every state recognizes lawful same-sex and interracial marriages. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.